Hey everybody, how's it going? This is rhouse21 here, and you might be wondering, what the heck am I looking at? Well, I've been a little busy and a little sluggish at the same time. What you see in front of me is my new collection of crap that I've acquired through just picking up stuff off the internet. Everything you see here is either going to be going into new projects or be leaving me shortly, and I'll talk about that in just a few minutes. But first off, I got some unboxings for you. It's been a little while, and I've been teasing about me having some big things in store for the fleet. So in order to do big things, you need to get big supplies. So the first thing I was going to jump into is, if you look over here, this is probably going to jump out at you. Yeah, I'm hardcore Jayco foams, but I've got some scheming going on. And for those of you who are aware, Bruckner Hobbies, this is the source for GRPs, and they happen to have literally a fire sale. Basically, it looks like the store caught on fire, and they were doing some clearances to some inventory. So they had some really great deals on the GRPs. So I just said, you know what, I'll just go ahead and pick them up. And just in case I ever need them. Turns up I got some thoughts going through my mind, because as I've been teasing on the Facebook page and on Google Plus, I've got a bunch of new stuff that I have in the works right now to try to improve the efficiency of the RCs. And some of those involve having to do some things to Dizzy, which means that the Jayco foams won't work. So I'll talk more about that later. But these GRPs, they're the tried and true speed run wheels and tires. So I know that they're good and capable for the speed regime that we're trying to go at. So I just figured I'll just go ahead and pick up a set. And but I also have like a lot of people online been complaining about this color. It just doesn't do it for me. So I'm going to try a little experiment. Now, these are vinyl wheels, or are they nylon? Well, they're plastic wheels. But plastic doesn't really take the painting too much. Well, I picked up some of this stuff. This is a Duplicolor vinyl and fabric coating. They don't really call it a paint. It's more of a dye. It's kind of in the middle of a paint and a dye. But the cool thing about this stuff is that it's supposed to bond very well to plastics and give a finish that just won't come off. So I'm going to try to refinish these guys with this stuff. So I'll have a video coming up showing the process and showing you the results. I'm hoping that it works okay. So keep your fingers crossed for me, okay, guys? Okay, well, if I'm going to have some new high-speed wheels, I'm going to have to balance them. So also picked up a Dubro prop balancer, and this is also very good for balancing wheels. So I'll probably I will be giving a video coming up showing the process of balancing tires. And in order to balance, you need some compound to balance with. So I've got some DAP blue stick, and there's a lot of other stuff you can use, but I'll get into that when I go into my tire balancing video. So I'm also going to be doing some other things to try to improve efficiency. One of the things that helps increase the electrical efficiency of your car is getting a cat pack. But as I mentioned on numerous occasions, I am a cheap bastard, and I couldn't justify to myself paying $25 for a cat pack when it's really about $4 worth of parts. So I hit up my good friends at Amazon, and what do we have here? This is a bag of 50 capacitors, and this is a collection of circuit boards. And I just also happen to have a good collection of wire, nice 10 gauge wire over here. So, I'm going to be industrious, and I'm going to rig up myself a couple cat packs to service my vehicles. And once I get the design down, I might take some of the surplus material and put it out there for those who are interested. So, but again, I'll have a video coming up about that. So let's talk about this other stuff over here. Well, let's see, what do we have going on over here? I'll start over here. So just stocking up on supplies. So what do we have here? Got some servo extension cables. You can never have too many of these things. And I actually use these to do things like break into the water waterproof servo boxes or waterproof receiver boxes so I can get access to my ESCs. But every now and then you need to splice up a connection, and it's nice to have some sacrificial wire around that you can do that with. And they have these on clearance, well, not clearance, but just really cheap price on Amazon. So I picked up probably like 20 of these things for like $5. So they came all the way from China on the slow boat, but hey, I didn't need them imminently, so good quality, and they'll work. So put that over there. Over here, what do we have? Well, let's see. This is from Liquid RC. Liquid RC always has some good stuff going on. So, what's in the box? Well, let's see, or I should say what's in the bag. Aha. One of the things about running efficiently is you have to have your vehicle tuned well. So you see over here, I've got this right here is my RPM camber gauge, and I also have a ride height gauge. And to round out my collection of tuning tools, I also have my RPM, or brand new RPM toe gauge. And you could measure toe in with other tools like a straight edge and a ruler, but I figured I might as well just not be that cheap and just go ahead and round out my little suite. So these right here, tools like this will help you to dial in your car so you're scrubbing off less energy and making it just basically handle a lot better and go down the road a little bit more efficiently. So I'll talk about that in an upcoming video. All right, what else do I have here? Those of you in the know will probably get what this is immediately, but in case you haven't figured it out, let's zoom on in here. Focus. This is an EXO-1 splitter. Why would I need an EXO-1 splitter? Let's see. Why would I need that? Okay, so we'll figure that one out a little bit later. Yeah. Okay. All right. So moving on. Get out of the way. So now, also in the boxes, this is kind of obvious. You can't run GRPs without having 17mm hexes. So there's a lot of cheap, I say cheap meaning inexpensive, 17mm hex kits out there. But you know what? If I want to get it, I might as well get it. So again, my good friends, this time it came from Hop Me Up. You can find these guys on eBay. Or just go directly from the website. But went ahead and grabbed these guys, and I forget exactly how much it was, but it wasn't that expensive. So there are less expensive options out there, but I like Traxxas in that I like their customer support. If you have a problem, you can get it taken care of. So and their aluminum that they use is good quality stuff as opposed to some of the pot metal that some companies try to pass off as aluminum. So I figure if you're going to buy aluminum parts, buy quality aluminum parts. And I won't go off into my RC aluminum rant again. But you guys those of you who've had the bad experiences know what I'm talking about. So if you notice, I still have a bunch of stuff sitting over here. So what's all this stuff about? Well, the deal here is, like I said the last time around, when you start projects, you end up with a lot of false starts. So you end up getting some things and then changing your mind and then going in other directions. So now I've got this mountain of parts is smaller than my last mountain of parts, but this is all stuff that needs to go away. So I've got things like this is motor mounts for motor mounts and other random. This is a gear guard for rally or / LCG. This here's another complete set, same stuff in here, except this also has a set of pinions in it, the stock size and the larger size. So those don't need them. So I'm going to go ahead and be putting those on eBay shortly. Got a set of 17mm retainers that I don't need because my kit right here came with them, so that's redundant. Got a set. I initially thought that I could rig up my own 17mm conversion from some parts from Dollar Hobby, but it turns out that the offsets are wrong. So instead of spending a lot of time effort trying to glue something together, I just said screw it. This is one case where I'll step out of my cheap zone and just buy the right thing. So I don't need this anymore. So this needs to go back up on eBay. I've got a Castle Link, an extra one. I recently picked up the field programming card, which does the same functions as this. I don't need 2 Castle Link programmers, so I'm going to be putting this up. Got some other random stuff, like I've got, like, actually this is the wrong one. I've got a squid connector around here somewhere that I don't need. You know, those of you who don't know what a squid connector is, you know, you've got these chargers right here. You've got a bunch of different types of batteries. Sometimes it can be a pain trying to go back and swapping around a bunch of different cables. So you can get squid connectors, which is basically has a bunch of different connectors all together. So I bought one, I don't need it, so I'm going to be throwing that up too. Other things like this guy right here, I hate to see this go, but this was the original speed controller that was in Scratch over here. You know, well, actually no, that's not correct. This was Dizzy's speed controller, which, you know, I put in the larger fan, which is sitting right here. But then finally, when I upgraded Slade and Dizzy both to Mamba Monsters, basically I did musical ESCs and I ended up with one extra. So I don't need it. So this is a great little ESC. I can't use it for anything right now. I'm not planning on building any other new cars, and even if I was, you know, this is a little bit chewed up. It's great, perfect working condition, but it's a little bit beaten up. So I was going to put it up on eBay. If one of you guys are interested in it, go ahead and send me a private message. I'll still probably put it up on eBay, but I might just give you a heads up when it's up and put up a buy it now price that's reasonable, and then let you guys take care of it that way. eBay's nice, so doing it that way is nice so that you it makes the transactions a little bit easier. But other stuff in here, I've got a whole bunch of suspension parts. So I've got shock towers, you know, these are stock units. I upgraded all my guys to RPMs. Don't need stocks, so I'll just put them up on eBay. Probably do 99 cents. Got a whole bunch of other random things. So yeah, I'll figure it all out. Yeah, so I've also got just a random collection of suspension parts, and these are things that, you know, I've upgraded the suspensions on most of the cars to either RBM components or something a little bit more sturdy. Although honestly, like the Slade, I've got RPMs on the front and stocks on the rear because I needed the stiffer shocks on the back because of the higher spring rates. But you know, I've talked about all that before. So I have a bunch of leftover parts. Don't have a need for them. So we will probably be seeing those being listed here in the next week or so. But you know, I've got my fingers in a lot of pots. You know, a lot of balls in the air, as they say. So apologize for being a little long between updates, but you're going to see a steady stream coming out here fairly soon. So you know, be on the lookout. I'm probably going to be also jumping into some other tech talks. I'm planning on giving a little talk about gyros and the automated vehicle control systems that you're starting to see advertised on some of the stuff. So what that stuff does, how it works, and you know, is it cheating? So we'll talk a little bit about that. I'll give you some of the technical guts behind it and let you make up your own mind. Also going to be doing a little series on bearings, how they work, and what they can do for you. So I've got a lot of stuff, so keep on the lookout. So sorry to make this a little bit long, but you know, I'll try to make it worthwhile for you. So always remember to like, comment, subscribe. Remember to check me out on Facebook. That's rhouse21 RC Physics. So you know, the link is there, same as before. And don't forget to also check out the rcspeedrunhub.com. But like again, like, comment, subscribe. Remember the mantra: fly, fix, fly, break it, fix it, do it all over again. This is rhouse21 signing out. As always, peace. And remember, get out there, break it, fix it, and do it all over again. All right, next time.